Welcome to Hazel's Heroes for January 1991. Remember, Hazel's Heroes is a program that's jointly sponsored by the Hazel Park Schools and the Hazel Park Lions Club to recognize outstanding elementary students. We happen to have 4 students this month from Edison School. This guy last month couldn't make it, so he made it this month, right? What happened to you last month, Jim?
I fell and broke my arm, and I couldn't come the day that they had the Hazel Heroes.
How did you break your arm? You fell?
Mm-hmm.
On your bike, or?
No, I fell at my mom and dad's friend's house.
Is that right? And they took you to the hospital right away?
Ooh, yeah.
I've never had a broken bone, so I don't know how they feel. Can you kind of tell me how it feels?
No, it's hard to describe.
Does it hurt a lot?
No. Well, when I first broke it, it hurt a little bit, but...
Mm-hmm. But didn't hurt a whole lot? Now, how are you getting along with this cast? You have a cast clear to here, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get along with that?
I can do everything I used to do, but I have to do it with my left, so it's a little messier and...
You're right-handed?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
Okay, so, and what about eating? Do you eat with your left hand, too?
Mm-hmm.
You probably do that pretty well, right? You learn that real quick. What about writing in terms of school?
I'm about half as neat as I used to be, but...
Does it take you long? It takes you longer to do the work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your last name, Jim?
Brassfield.
Jim Brassfield, right? They call you Jim or Jimmy?
Well, everybody calls me Jim, but my real name is James.
James? Okay. What do you like, James?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter, right? Okay, Jim. And who's your teacher?
Mr. Lubinek.
And what grade in school are you?
Third.
Third. What kind of things are you doing in Mr. Lupinek's class, besides writing with the wrong hand?
Well, we do all kinds of activities. We play hockey, all kinds of sports and stuff. And besides that, we do a regular kind of work. We just, every day, it's just same thing, except it's different stuff.
Okay, so the same day you follow the same kind of
yeah, like
things in school?
Cursive, every day it's a different letter.
Okay. So you're in cursive writing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that must be fun with you and trying to learn to do cursive with the wrong hand, right?
Well, it's pretty easy because once you get used to it for a couple days, you adapt to it.
You adapt to it. Well, that's really good. That's a good attitude. Why are you a Hazel Hero, Jim?
Because I work hard and help others.
Okay. And working hard and almost lets you achieve what you want to do, all right? People that come here sometimes, they indicate that they get good grades in school, but almost everybody says that they take work home. They have homework.
Everybody's got to have homework in school because the teacher won't let you do it in school usually.
Okay. So you have homework? Okay. And how many nights a week do you have homework?
About 3 or 4.
Okay, 3 or 4 nights a week you have to do homework. And about how long do you spend doing homework?
About, if it's easy, I take about 25, and if it's hard, I take about an hour.
Okay. What kind of homework do you usually have, Jim?
Writing paragraphs about yourself.
Oh, yeah? So that's good creative writing skills, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you keep up the good work at school, and when do you get the cast off your arm?
I don't know.
You don't know. I know you're going to the doctor today, right?
No, tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Well, I hope that that it comes off real soon, and you can get back to writing with the correct hand. Right? Have you ever had a broken bone?
No.
Never? What's your name?
Francie.
And how old are you, Francie?
8.
And what's your last name?
Atchu.
And what grade are you in?
3rd.
Third. Who's your teacher?
Mr. Lupinek.
Oh, so you guys are in the same class, huh? So how's old James doing with that left hand? Seems to do okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what part of Mr. Lupinek's class do you like the best, Francie?
I don't know.
Do you have a favorite thing you like to do in school?
No.
A favorite subject?
Science.
You like science? And what kind of things have you been doing in science?
the science fair. We're working on the science fair.
Now, they have a big science fair at Edison School, right? I go every year and look at all the things that they do. Are you going to have an experiment that you've been working on?
5.
You have 5 experiments that you've been working on? And what have you been working on?
Electricity.
Electricity. What are you doing with electricity?
Using the light bulbs and batteries.
Okay, and you're learning how the electricity goes from through a wire to get to the light bulb and
Yeah.
stuff like that? Okay. That's kind of fun to do, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And who helps you with that?
My grandpa.
Is your grandpa an electrician?
No.
He just knows about electricity?
Yeah.
And do you have homework?
Yeah.
How many nights a week do you have homework?
Every.
Every night. Sound like you really like your homework, right? You have to do it. When do you do homework? I never know for sure when you're supposed to do homework. When do you think is the best time to do homework?
After school.
Right as soon as you get home? Before you do anything else, before you watch TV, before you go outside, you get it all done.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take you usually?
An hour.
An hour? Okay. So you get home from school about before 4 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can be free after 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty good to me. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Improving on my work.
And how have you been able to do that?
I don't know.
It's kind of like Jimmy said, right? If you decide that this is what you're going to do,
Yeah.
and you make your mind to it, you
Yeah.
can do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all schoolwork is a challenge, and not all of it comes easy to everybody, right?
Yep.
And you just have to keep plugging away and keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you keep up the good work. Now, are you from Mr. Lupanek's class, too? We have a different teacher and a different student.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Stephanie.
And your last name, Steph.
Tweedley.
And how old are you?
10.
So what grade?
4th.
Okay, I didn't think that would be 3rd grade. That has to be 4th grade, right? And how long have you gone to school in Hazel Park?
For about a year.
Where did you go to school before Hazel Park?
I lived in Royal Oak.
In Royal Oak? So you went to school in Royal Oak.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Edison School is a lot better than the school in Royal Oak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you like it better?
Because you don't have to be there real early, because the bell rings later than it did in Royal Oak.
So you get to stay in bed longer. And you like sleeping in?
Mm-hmm.
What time do you get up on Saturday when you don't have to get up?
Sometimes 9:30.
No kidding, you sleep that long? Wow. And what time do you usually go to bed?
9 o'clock usually on weeknights, but sometimes I go to bed at 11 o'clock on Saturdays.
No kidding. 11 o'clock? What do you do up until 11 o'clock?
I just play or watch TV.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to stay up later.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of us stay up later on at least Saturday. Friday night, I'm still pretty tired from all week, right?
Yeah.
But then if I can sleep in a little bit on Saturday, then I stay up later on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Sunday, I have to go to bed early because Monday comes around again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I get all my work done.
How do you manage that?
Well, when the teacher assigns stuff, I just try to start on it, and if I don't know how to do it, the teacher usually does it on the board.
Okay. So you get started right away.
Mm-hmm.
And what makes you want to start and get this stuff done?
Because if I get done earlier, then I can draw or something.
And you like to draw?
Mm-hmm.
So you do have some time in class when you can draw or things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you must like art then. And who's your art teacher?
Mrs. Evans.
And how many days a week do you have art?
Once.
Once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have other special classes that you go to?
Here we have gym and music.
Okay. And what's your very favorite class?
Music.
Music. You like music even better than art?
Mm-hmm.
And who's your music teacher?
Mr. Miller.
And he does lots of fun stuff in music, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's kind of a fun guy. He's been around for a long time, and he's a friend of mine. And he makes music fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you clap and do lots of things, right? And you have choir. Do you have a choir?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in the choir? Oh. And what about computers? You have computers at your school?
Yeah.
Do you know how to do those?
Mm-hmm.
You do? What can you do on a computer?
Well, I can, when we took, like, typing class, I learned how to type the alphabet
Okay.
without looking at my fingers.
So you had like a keyboarding class,
Uh-huh.
and so that you can learn how to type, because
Mm-hmm.
you have to type to work on a computer, right?
Yeah.
And you have to know where those letters are.
Yeah.
And you can type a little without looking? Wow. You keep up the good work. You keep getting all your homework done, okay?
Okay.
Are you having a good time yet?
Uh-huh.
Good. And our last hero from Edison School is
Chris Parks.
Chris. And how old are you, Chris?
10.
10. What grade does that make you?
4th.
4th grade? And who's your teacher?
Miss Wilson.
Okay. How you like 4th grade?
It's pretty fun.
It's pretty fun. Supposing I was magic and can make you any grade you want to be, what grade would you be?
I don't know, probably 7th.
7th? Why do you think you'd be 7th? So you go to Webb Junior High?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it?
Yep.
You ever been in Webb?
No.
Big school, huh?
Yeah, from the outside.
Yeah, from the outside. You ever think that when I go in there, you wonder if you'd ever be able to find your way around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long have you gone to school in Hazel Park?
Since preschool, so that'd be like 4 years.
So you've never gone anyplace else?
No.
All right. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I get my work done and I've been helping the teacher out and stuff like that.
What have you been doing for the teacher?
Like when she wants me to take books back to the library, I take them back and stuff, and like when she wants to get papers Xeroxed, I go down to the office and get them Xeroxed.
Mm-hmm. So you're able to do those kind of things and still get your work done.
Yeah.
Now, how do you manage to get your work done?
Well, when she just assigns them, I just start doing them. And usually it only takes me like about half hour to get math done.
Now, you ever see kids in class? There's a couple different kinds of kids, but there are those self-starters, and then there are kids who need someone to get them started, right?
Yeah.
And self-starters, lots of times, are the kinds of students that get their work done, right?
Yep.
And you're obviously a self-starter.
Yep.
Now, do you do that at home, too, with the things that your mom asks you to do or your parents ask you to do?
Hardly.
Not always, right? Like, I mean, you get the garbage out and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your responsibility at your house?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Do you always get it done?
Yeah.
And, like, you make your bed and things like that?
Sometimes.
Okay. You keep up the good work, okay? Glad to have people, self-starters. Tell me about homework. Do you have homework?
Yeah, every day except for Fridays.
Okay. And when do you do your homework?
Right when I get back to school from my post.
Okay, so you stay at school for latchkey?
Yeah.
Okay, and you do your homework at latchkey?
Yeah.
And you're a safety patrol?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Shoveling in Huron.
All right, if I drive over there after school, I'll be looking for you, okay?
All right.
All right, you guys keep up the good work. Our next group of heroes come from Hoover and Roosevelt. And we're going to start over here with this honest, soft-spoken person from Roosevelt, right?
Yes.
Isn't that what it says?
Yes.
That you were honest?
Yes, I found 40 $20 bills on the playground, and one of the teachers claimed it, and she was glad that I turned it in. I got a nice card and a reward.
No kidding. So what you did is, the reason that you're a Hazel hero is that while you were on a playground, you found two $20 bills?
Yes.
And that's $40, right?
Yes.
Was the money just laying, was it folded up or something?
Yeah, it was folded up. When I first found it, it looked like just a $20 bill folded up.
Okay. And what did you think when you found that $20 bill?
That I would turn it into the office as soon as I got in.
Wow. Then when did you find out that there were two 20s there?
When I got in the classroom, one of my friends, she said, open it up and see if there's anything else. And I opened it up and I found another one.
Wow. So $40.
Yes.
In your hot little hand all by yourself, right? And where did you find that on the playground?
There's a kickball field, and one of the aides, she's like a teacher. She helps out with the school.
Yeah.
She was by there. I found it laying on at the corner of one of them, and I picked it up, put it in my pocket, and when I went, as soon as I found it, the bell rang, and I turned it into the teacher as soon as I got in.
What teacher did you turn it into?
Mrs. Calabro, my regular teacher.
So she's your regular teacher. So you took it up here and you said, I found these two $20 bills, right?
Yes.
And what did Miss Calabro say?
She said, good, you can go take it down to the office now.
Okay, so you took it down to Mr. Park?
I took it down to Mr. Park and Mrs. Walmer.
Okay. And then what did they do?
They said that they would keep it for me, and if nobody claimed it, that I would get it back, and if somebody did claim it, they would give it to them.
Okay. And somebody did claim it,
Yes.
but they sent you a card?
Yes, and a nice reward.
Wow, isn't that nice?
Yes.
That was nice. And that was a nice thing to do. $40 is a lot of money. $20 is a lot of money, right?
Yes.
And somebody could really use that money, and I'm sure that the person who lost it was really more than grateful that an honest person like yourself found it.
And when I got the card, she said that it was her grocery money.
Oh, that makes you feel really good then, doesn't it? Because then if you lost your grocery money, then you just scramble for a week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad. What's your name?
Richard Irvin.
Richard Irvin. And how old are you, Richard?
7.5.
7.5. Now, when we were talking earlier before the camera came on, we talked about you being honest, because I heard that, right?
Yes.
I had read that you were honest. And what other thing did you say about me when you were being honest?
You said that you asked if you looked like Grandpa, and I said yes.
You were agreeing that I was old enough to be a grandpa, right?
Yes.
And you didn't even smile, did you? You just
No.
Yes, you are old enough, didn't you? You keep it up. I wish everybody were honest like you. You know that? Because it's really helpful when you deal with people if they're honest and tell you the truth. And being honest and truthful is something that all of us should strive to do, right?
Yes.
And you were too, right?
Yes.
And before we get with that, what is all this here?
Well, I made this in art yesterday, and today is red, white, and blue. It's Spirit Day, red, white, and blue, and I work today.
Today is Spirit Day at Roosevelt School?
Yes.
And you needed to wear red, white, and blue?
Yes.
And you made that?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty clever. Who's your art teacher?
Mrs. McMullen.
And everybody in your class make that?
Yes.
Same kind of thing with the hearts?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty nifty. Everybody wear them today?
Not everyone.
Just a few of you that wanted to be Spirit
Yes.
Week? Well, you got white and blue. Lots of white and blue.
And my
right?
shoelaces.
Oh, look, and your shoelaces are red. Did you put them in for today?
No.
You have red
they're-
shoelaces anyway? Ah, that's pretty clever. What's your name?
Joshua
And your last name, Josh?
Urban,
And how old are you?
8.5.
What grade?
3rd.
Oh, that was a trick question, right? Who's your teacher?
Mrs. Anderson.
And how do you like 3rd grade?
It's fun.
It's fun? What do you do in 3rd grade?
Math, science, games,
What's your very favorite thing to do?
math,
Math? And what kind of math are you doing?
measurements,
Measurements? What kind of measurements?
centimeters.
Centimeters. So you're into the metric system, huh? Oh. Do you know inches?
Yes.
You already did the inches, right?
No.
You didn't, but you just knew those? But now you're learning centimeters and meters and all those kind of things?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's pretty good. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because when I was walking down the hall, I found an envelope,
Mm-hmm.
and I gave it to the teacher, and the it fell out of parents' purse.
Uh-huh.
Then I gave it to the teacher, and the teacher turned it in the office, and it had some money in it.
Wow. And that person got the money too, right?
Yes.
Boy, what is it over at Roosevelt School? Everybody's losing their money, huh? Do you guys buy your lunch?
Yes.
Okay, you haven't lost your lunch money
I only lost it like once.
one time? That's pretty good. What about you, Tiger?
I've never lost any money,
You never lost any money before?
except when I was at home once.
You lost some?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice having you guys be honest over there at Roosevelt School, isn't it? Well, it is. It's really nice having honest people. Isn't it nice having honest people?
Yeah.
Do you have any honest people over at Hoover?
Yeah.
You do? Well, what do you know about that? What's your name?
Jason Allen.
And Jason, how old are you?
8.
And what grade does that make you?
3rd.
Who's your teacher over at Hoover?
Miss Morrison.
Miss Morrison? And what kind of things do you guys do in your class?
Math, science, English, social studies, games, and all that stuff.
What kind of games?
We do activity tables.
Do an activity table.
Yeah.
When you get your work done, you're able to go to like an activity.
Like at the end of the day, sometimes we have recess, and if it's raining out or something, we have activity tables.
Okay, and they have different game-type activities that you can do there?
Yeah.
And do you do games with your friends, or do you do games by yourself?
With my friends.
With your friends. If you could be any grade that you wanted to be, what grade would you be?
6.
6? How come you'd be 6th grade?
I don't know.
Be your last year at Hoover, right?
Yeah.
And you'd be one of the big shots there, right? 6th graders are the big shots, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get to work in the office, they get to be office aides and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do. And so it's a lot of fun things to do in 6th grade, right?
Yeah.
Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I turned in all my homework, and I get my assignments done when they're assigned.
Your teacher just has wonderful things to say about you, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She thinks that you're just one of the most wonderful people in the whole world. You're dependable, you're conscientious, you do all the right things.
Yeah.
Right? In school?
Yeah.
You do all the right things. Do you do all the right things at home, too?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Don't do them as frequently at home as you do in school, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing I noticed, that when I taught, that some kids that they could do a lot of right things at school, but sometimes they didn't do as many right things at home. And I know that my little boy does that, too. Does pretty good at school, but boy, gets in trouble at home. Right?
Yeah.
Well, you keep up the good work. Teacher said that you're the kind of person that everyone would like to have in their class.
I guess.
That's pretty good, huh? That means that you do your work.
Yeah.
That you're a self-starter.
Yeah.
And you just do the things that you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
With minimal amounts of prompts, right? You keep up the good work. We have a young lady from Hoover School who's been crimping her hair, right?
Yeah.
How'd you learn to crimp your hair?
My friend taught me how.
How's your friend? 25?
No, she's only 8.
She's 8, and she taught you how to do that?
Uh-huh.
Do you have a crimper?
No,
Where'd you get the crimper?
my friend let me use hers.
Oh, when did you crimp your hair?
This morning.
You did?
Mhm.
Looks really spiffy. You know that?
Yeah.
Kind of like it?
Mhm.
Did you look at it this morning when you got it all crimped?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really nice, doesn't it?
Mhm.
How long does it take to do that?
About 5 minutes.
Okay.
5-10 minutes.
How do you usually have your hair when you go to school?
Just straight.
Just straight?
Mhm.
Yeah. Looks nice crimped. Who's your friend?
Angie
Angie?
Laudicina.
And she has a crimper, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Did you take it home with you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. She must be a good friend then, huh?
Mhm.
And you must be a dependable person.
Mhm.
Because if you have a friend that's not very dependable, you're not going to let them use her really neat stuff, right?
Right.
Now, how often does Angie crimp her hair?
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever?
Mm-hmm.
She just happens to have the thing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Andrea Ward,
And how old are you?
9.
What grade?
3rd.
And who's your teacher?
Mr. Zeke.
And how do you like 3rd grade?
It's okay.
What kind of things are you doing?
We're doing science, and we're learning about magnets.
Magnets?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Math, times, and, I forget the name. It's...
Okay.
And social studies, where we was making our, I forget the name of them. It's hard to say. It's something like Dominic's. It's a Dominic. We're making them.
Oh, you are?
Uh-huh.
Are they hard to make?
Kind of.
Hard to say, anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say and hard to make?
No, not hard to make.
Not hard to make. Harder to say than they are to make, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have a favorite thing to do?
Yeah, math.
Math?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what kind of math are you doing?
Times and,
Divide?
yeah.
Okay. And, do you know your multiplication tables?
Uh-huh.
All of them?
Uh-huh.
Can I give you a test? Ah, don't know them all. I was going to give you a real hard one, like 3 times 5.
15.
Ah, see? You do know them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How did you learn your multiplication tables?
I don't know.
Because, well, knowing them at 3rd grade isn't what... Most kids don't know them all, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you learn them?
My teacher taught them.
You just learned them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it takes. You have to memorize those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because my teacher says I'm the nicest person you would ever want to meet, and I get all my work done, and I'm always on honor roll, and perfect attendance, and all that.
You get perfect attendance in all A's, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your teacher did say that you were the nicest person you ever wanted to meet.
Right.
And that's really a nice thing to say. That's really hard to live up to, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Must be. It comes from the inside. If it comes from the inside, then it's just easy, right? You can just be you, and you're just a nice person. I could tell. Because when I said, do I look old enough to be a grandfather, you were kind of non-committal, right?
Right.
You were going to say yes, and you weren't going to say no, right?
Right.
You were going to be the politician and stay in the middle.
Uh-huh.
That's very good. You keep up the good work, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks. Next group of heroes come from Ford School and from Leo Clark School. And I'm going to start over here with my friends from Leo Clark, right? You guys are in the same class, right? You and, what's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron, and your last name, Aaron?
Gother.
And?
Samuel.
And your last name, Sam?
Perez.
That was a hard question, wasn't it? All right. And you guys both have Mrs. Riley.
Yeah.
And what grade is that?
3rd.
3rd grade?
2nd and 3rd.
Oh, it's a second? It's a split class?
Yes.
And what grade are you in?
2nd.
You're in the 2nd. So Sam's in the 3rd grade and you're in the 2nd grade. Now, we do have some classes like that at some of our elementary schools, right? Where we have what they call splits. And splits are where you have 2 grades. You can have 4th and 5th or 5th and 6th grade split, or you can have a 1st and 2nd split, right? And how does that work? How does she teach you guys and then teach the other guys?
She does one group at a time.
Okay. So she'll give, like, the 2nd graders some work to do. And then she'll get you guys started on your work. And then she'll get the 3rd grader started on your work, right?
Yeah.
What kind of work do you like the best, Sam?
Times and dividing.
Times and dividing. So math is your favorite class? Do you know all your multiplication tables? You watch me, you know I'm liable to ask you a question, right? So you don't know them all, but you know some of them?
Yeah,
How are you learning them? You practice them every night?
sometimes.
Do you have homework?
Yeah,
How many nights a week do you have homework, Sam?
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. So you got homework every day?
No, except for Friday we don't have homework.
You usually don't have homework on Friday?
No.
You don't have homework on Friday, right?
Nope.
Okay. I know that we don't usually give homework, but sometimes it's necessary to give homework on Friday, right?
Right?
And since you guys are in the same class, you did something very similar, right? You did something together, and both of you had a really good idea. Your class won some money. How did you win the money?
The PTA members, we had most PTA members join.
How many do you know?
No.
You don't know how many? But PTA members are your parents, right?
Yes.
And you have kind of a contest, right?
Yes.
And the contest is to see who has the most parents sign up for PTA.
Yes.
And you won some money.
Yes.
How much money did you win?
$15.
$15, and that's the prize that you get for winning. Now, what kind of things could you do with the money?
We could have bought a Christmas tree for Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
or an ice cream party,
Okay.
or we could have bought stuff for the room, or had a pizza party.
Okay. Now, Sam, what did you guys end up doing with the money?
We bought Campbell soups for the poor.
For the holiday basket, right? And I understand that it was between you, Sam, and Aaron. It was you guys' idea to suggest giving the money to the holiday basket, right?
Yep.
How did you know about giving food to the poor? Anybody ever told you about it?
No.
How,
We were having this contest. Me, our class from Mr. Swallow.
right.
So we won. We had 90 cans and they had 29. So we won. He had to sing to us.
All right. He had to sing to you? Can Mr. Swallow sing?
Sorta.
Sort of sing? Not real good, huh?
Mm-mm.
How did you hear about the holiday basket? Did your teacher tell you?
Yes.
So you voted, right?
Yes.
And your class all voted to give the basket.
Except for some people. They voted for the Christmas tree.
Yeah, I heard that there was a vote of 23 to 1, I think it was. One
40.
person didn't
Courtney.
Well, it doesn't matter who it is. What it matters is that your class all thought it was a pretty good idea, right?
Yes.
To give the money up, and that's really good. You know, the holiday basket committee, they gave over 500 baskets of food to people who didn't have enough food for Christmas. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
And so you guys helped do that. You didn't know how many, right? Can you imagine 500 people? 500 families got holiday baskets. That's a lot of families, isn't it? And just think that you guys help make things go better by being unselfish, right? And that's what it's all about. And we really appreciate people like you that have a chance to do something for themselves and then think of other people. Because you don't always get rewarded for that, but you always feel good about yourself. And that's an important thing. You know that?
Yeah.
Feeling good about yourself?
Yeah.
It is. And when you do things, if you can do the right things, you feel good about it, right?
Yep.
You ever done anything right and feel good about it?
Yeah.
Even when it hurts you, right?
Yep.
Like sometimes when you tell the truth,
Yeah.
even though you know you're going to get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
Yep. Probably.
You remember doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
Sandra
And Sandra, what's your last name?
Vickers.
And how old are you, Sandra?
7.
Well, no. Did you just have a birthday?
No.
Why would you think 6?
Because I'm not used to being 7. I know a lot of friends that are 6.
You know a lot of friends that are 6? How do you like being 7?
It's pretty fun.
It's pretty fun. Do you get to stay up later now that you're 7?
No, only half an hour.
Half an hour. What time do you go to bed?
8:30.
8:30.
Mhm.
Every night.
Mhm.
Okay.
Usually, sometimes we stay up until 11 or 10.
Oh yeah. On like Saturday night.
And when we spend the night at our grandma's, we spend the night. One time we spent the night until 12.
What?
We stayed up until 12 at night.
At your grandmother's house?
Yes.
What were you guys doing until 12 o'clock?
We watched TV, we laid on the couch, and my grandma and grandpa ate, and we fell asleep.
Wow.
Me and my brother did.
And you woke up when Grandpa and Grandma were still there watching TV?
No, they carried us to bed.
They carried you to bed?
My grandpa usually falls asleep
Does
on
he?
the couch.
That's what I do. That's exactly, I must be a grandpa. Because it's exactly what I do. I fall asleep on the couch all the time. Do you fall asleep?
Yeah,
Okay. Why are you Hazel Hero?
it's because I returned to Bagel Money.
You what?
Returned Bagel Money.
Somebody lost bagel money at
Mhm.
Clark School, right?
No, Hazel Park.
At the, whereabouts?
Huh?
Whereabouts in Hazel Park did you find the money?
Yeah, and the gym shoe thing.
Mhm.
By the gym shoes.
By the gym shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. And it was marked, I guess, right? Is what I...
Yeah,
It was marked bagel money?
yeah, 60 cents.
50 cents? And who'd you give it to?
Kelly Havikan, because it was hers. Said her name on it.
Oh, was that right?
Yep.
So you found 50 cents that belonged
60.
to... 60 cents that belonged to another person.
Yep.
And rather than buying something yourself, you gave
Yeah.
it to the person, and you knew you knew her. You
Yeah.
knew Kelly. Okay. I bet you she was real happy, wasn't she?
Yep.
Yeah, because she got to buy a bagel.
Yep. 2 bagels.
2 bagels, 30 cents a piece for the bagels, huh?
Yep.
All right. You keep up the good work, huh?
Mhm.
You'll be staying up too late when you go to your grandpa's house now. How often do you go to your grandfather's house?
Not too often.
Not too often. Well, it's probably because you stay up so late. You come back all tired. You ever get to stay up late?
No,
Never stay up until midnight?
no,
11 o'clock?
No.
10 o'clock?
No.
9 o'clock?
No.
What time you go to bed?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, huh? What's your name?
John
And your last name?
LaFave,
Now, how old are you?
7,
7. What grade?
first.
First. You look like a guy that would like to stay up late sometimes.
Yeah,
Would you?
yeah,
Do you have homework?
no,
No homework ever? You ever have to do homework at home?
sometimes.
Sometimes?
Mm,
What kind of homework do you have to do?
like, math or something.
What kind of math are you guys doing in first grade?
Learning how to, do time and write, numbers.
You're writing the numbers, right? Got to learn how to make all those numbers right.
Yep.
Okay, can you write them all?
Mhm.
Got them all down?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and can you put them together and add them up a little bit?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. Who's your teacher?
Mrs. Burnett.
Mrs. Burnett. And that's your favorite class is math?
Yeah.
It is. I figured it was. It looks like your favorite class.
Mhm.
Now, do you ever get a chance to visit your grandparents?
Yeah.
Do they let you stay up late?
I never spent the night at my grandpa's.
Oh,
or
you
nothing.
never stayed there.
Mhm.
Okay. You know that when my granddaughter comes to stay with me, I never put her to bed until she goes to sleep. I always let her stay up as late as she wants. Wouldn't that be neat? Huh? Would you like to be my grandson? You could come to my house and stay up as late as you want? That'd be pretty neat, wouldn't it? What other kind of things do you do in school besides math?
Play and go outside.
You like that, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, do you play outside when you get home?
Yeah.
What happens when it's cold?
I'll stay inside.
Do you play outside when it's cold? You probably do sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look like the type that would play outside. Why are you Hazel Hero?
Because I found someone's wallet in the hallway and I returned it in.
You returned it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you know whose it was?
Well, I found out in the mail.
You found out in the mail?
Uh-huh.
Oh, so you gave it back to somebody in the office, maybe?
Yeah.
Who works in the office?
Mr. Mail.
Mr. Mayo. So did you give it to him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you gave it to Mr. Mayo, and then you found out later that somebody
Dropped it.
dropped it. Did it make you feel good to be so honest?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you feel good right on the inside, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
And there's no replacing that, is there?
No.
You keep up the good work, okay? And keep feeling good on the inside, all right?
Okay.
All right. Our last group of heroes come from Longfellow, United Oaks, and Webster, right? This is a pretty somber group, so we may not be able to get anybody to smile here. Well, we got one person to smile, right? Hi, what's your name?
John Hermes,
And how old are you, John?
12,
12. What grade?
6.
Oh, you're one of the big shots at Webster School, right?
Yeah.
How long have you gone to Webster School?
7 years.
So you've never gone any other place?
No.
So you started when you were really
Oh,
small?
actually, I went to Detroit school, but my mom said it wasn't good down there. She came to Hazel Park.
Okay. And now your mom thinks Hazel Park
Yeah.
is just great, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can say that. Hazel
Yeah.
Park is just great.
Hazel Park is just great.
Okay, sounds good to me. And so you've gone from being one of the little guys down here to a big shot.
Yep.
And now you're one of the bigger kids in school?
Yeah.
And who's your teacher?
Miss Sutton.
And she teaches all 6th grade, right? How many kids do you have in your class? About
21, I think.
21?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you one of the biggest ones?
Yeah.
6th graders get to be pretty big. You looking forward to junior high?
Yeah.
What do you want to do when you get to junior high?
I don't know.
Do you play athletics?
Yeah. Basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Do you play on Webster's basketball team?
Yep.
How'd you guys do this year?
We won his team.
You beat,
His team in Ford.
well, he's from Longfellow,
Yeah.
but you beat the Ford team?
14 first, then Longfellow.
Okay. So were you guys the champs?
Not yet. This is only 2 games.
Oh, so you've won 2 games so far?
Yeah, we play our 3rd game Friday.
Okay. And how many points are you scoring?
Not them. On his game against the Longfellow, I did good, but I stole a couple of balls, but I missed the layups. The baskets are too high. I didn't get practice that much.
And it's too small around, right?
Yeah.
The ball's too big or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the same problem when I was in school. I couldn't make the ball go through the hoop. I could do all the other stuff, but I couldn't put the ball in the hoop. So why are you Hazel Hero?
Miss Cernovich saw me walking the kids after lunch and making the kids laughing every time and all that stuff.
What's your job after lunch?
Go back to class and read, silent reading.
I mean, you take these kids back with you?
Yeah.
Okay. And Webster School it's a really large school, right? There's like probably 650 kids there.
Close.
So, yeah, so when you're in lunch, there's just lots of people, right? And you have a responsibility to take a group of kids.
Yeah.
What grade are the kids?
About 1st, 2nd.
Okay. And you have a good time with them?
Yeah.
And they smile and laugh?
Yeah.
How do you make them laugh?
I just tell a couple of jokes and stuff.
And they think that's real funny?
Mm.
Then they behave themselves, right?
Yeah, after they go to class.
You know, 6th graders really help out a lot around the school, right? Lots of your friends in class have responsibilities to do in school, and it's real helpful when you have responsible, good people, dependable people. You keep up the good work. Be interested to see when you get to junior high. It'll be fun place to go, junior high. It really is. Hi, what's your name?
Regina
Regina, your last name.
Calhoun,
And how old are you, Regina?
11.
Regina said she's not nervous at all, right? Isn't that what you told me?
Yeah.
And then you changed your mind, right? Huh?
Yeah.
And how long have you gone to school in Hazel Park, Regina?
3 years.
3 years? And how you like Hazel Park School?
It's okay.
What do you mean, okay?
Okay.
They're really good, right? Okay. And who's your teacher?
Miss Norman.
Miss Norman. And when I read the stuff about you, I heard that your mom is in the armed services, right?
Yeah.
What branch?
Sergeant.
She's a sergeant?
Yeah.
A sergeant in what branch of the service? Is she in the Army?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long has she been in the Army?
I don't know.
For a while, right? I mean, she's a boss lady, right?
Yeah.
What does she do?
She's a nurse and she puts the files and stuff with people and drawers and stuff.
Okay. So your mom's a nurse?
Yeah.
And is she, where's she stationed now?
She's in Riyadh.
In Riyadh. That's in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
How long has she been in Saudi Arabia?
About a month.
A month. And do you write her?
Yeah.
Does she write you back? Have you gotten letters from her?
Yeah.
And how's she doing?
Fine.
And she, Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're learning lots about Saudi Arabia now that we have so many people over there, right?
Mhm.
And why are you Hazel Hero?
Because I'm getting better grades even though my mom's over there.
There's got to be a thing that weighs on your mind, having your mom gone, right?
Yeah.
Who are you staying with here?
My uncle.
Your uncle?
Yeah.
And that's not easy having your mom gone.
Yeah.
And I understand that you haven't missed any school.
Nope.
And haven't used that as an excuse or anything like that. You just keep a stiff upper lip and keep going, right? You keep up the good work, right? Huh? We're proud of you. We have, you know that we have, I think we're talking today to Sharon Hawkins, and we have at least 27 of our high school graduates in Saudi Arabia, and possibly even higher, more than that, that are there. And there's lots of people like you that we probably don't even know about who have parents that are in Saudi Arabia. So, yeah, a lot of us are concerned about a number of people that we know that are there, right? How'd your mother get to be a sergeant? Do you know?
Nope.
It must be a hard job.
Yep.
Yeah, my daughter is in the Army, and she's not a sergeant. Do you know what a sergeant is?
Sorta.
What do you think a sergeant is?
Oh, someone who's in charge.
Yeah, right. You ever want to be in charge?
Yeah.
Have you ever been in charge?
No.
What do you think would be good about being in charge?
Well, I get to boss my sister around.
Oh, how old is your sister?
She's 4.5.
4.5. Well, you're kind of in charge of her sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Does your mom make you in charge? She'll say, watch your sister. What's your sister's name?
Sarah.
Sarah. So your mom will say, can you keep your eye on Sarah for a minute?
Not anymore.
Not anymore? Oh, my goodness. Well, little sisters are hard to keep a handle on, aren't they?
Mhm.
Okay. And what's your name?
Leah.
Leah? And your last name, Leah?
Morris.
And you go to United Oaks, right?
Yep.
And when we were talking to these guys from Webster about Mr. Mira, you said, well, I know somebody else, right?
Mhm.
And who did you know?
Mrs. Mira.
Mrs. Mira. Although she no longer teaches at United Oaks, right?
Right.
Was she your teacher?
First grade teacher.
She was a first grade teacher with you, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and now she's gone over to Edison School, right? You know what she's doing over there?
I think she's, like an aide. I think she's an aide, I don't know.
She's in the Learning Center. She does what Dr. Katz does, right? You know Dr. Katz in your building?
Yeah, I don't know him, like, I haven't met him, but I've heard of him.
Okay, he runs the Learning Center down on the first floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and learning centers are to help students that have some learning problems sometime, right?
Right.
Okay. Why are you a Hazel Hero?
Well, because I help kids who are behind in work and who need help. And I'm nice and I'm not.
Dependable.
Yeah, I'm dependable and I don't fight with anybody and I don't lie. I try not to lie.
Try not to lie. Okay. And those are things not good things not to do, right?
Mhm.
You know what I found out when I was young, Leah? Found out that if you lied, then you have to remember to lie. Because if you lie, then you have to lie again, and you have to lie again and again and again. So it never works out very well. It's always better to tell the truth.
Right.
Even though sometimes it's hard. Even though sometimes it gets after you. It's better to tell the truth because it's just better. Things just work out better to tell the truth. You keep up the good work and be a dependable, good person all the time there at United Oak School. And our last hero, this guy from Longfellow School. I couldn't remember. Do you play basketball?
Yes.
And Webster beat you, huh?
Yeah.
What was the score? Do you remember?
It was either 45 or 46 to 41.
Okay, so it wasn't a total runaway, right?
Yeah.
What position do you play in basketball?
I play a center.
Okay. How many points did you have? Do you remember when you played those guys?
Only 2.
Only 2. Are they pretty good?
Yeah. They gave us a run for our money.
I guess. How many games have you played?
We played 2.
And what about your other game? Did you win then?
Yes, we won against Edison.
Okay. How many points did you have then?
None.
You didn't have any?
No.
Okay. Do you find that the basket's high and too small around too?
No.
Okay. Now, you do lots of things at Longfellow School, right?
Yep.
If I remember correctly, you're safety patrol captain.
Yes.
How did you get to be safety patrol captain?
I earned it by staying on my post and doing a good job.
Okay, so and who gave it to you? Who made you the captain?
Mary Smith, she works the safety patrol.
Mrs. Smith
Yes.
works the safety patrol. And because you're reliable, dependable, and we're on your post.
Yes.
Where is your post?
I have a post, I think it's Patel in Mapledale.
Okay, and Batel's a busy street, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's you need somebody reliable and dependable there, right?
Yep.
That's for sure. What's your name?
Randy Howard,
And how old are you, Randy?
12.
6th grade?
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Kumpel has another thing that he does at his school that I don't think any other Hazel Park school has right yet. He has his own cable studio, right?
Yes.
And what does he do in that cable studio?
He fixed up the game as Jeopardy. We have a pop top student.
Mm-hmm.
When you win that, you get to play against another student in this game. You got 2 teams, one from one week and another week. And then we have another newscast that they talk. Children talk to children about what they think about the news,
Mm-hmm.
and tell them what they've seen on TV and about sports and weather.
So what he does is that he can broadcast from his studio back to every one of the classrooms, right?
Yep.
And I understand that you're involved in that process, too.
Yes, I'm a student cameraman. He taught me how to use it, and I work it now.
So that you do what the 2 guys here are doing in terms of the camera work, right?
Yes.
And it's really important because without the camera, I mean, if you're taking pictures of someone's shoes and should be shooting them in the face, it doesn't work out very well, right?
No.
No, that's right. So you have to learn to get to the right shot, right?
Yes.
And Mr. Kumpel taught you all that.
Yes.
So you're a big contributor.
Yep.
You'd be going on to, would it be Webb?
Yes.
And you gonna play sports at Webb?
Yes, I'm gonna be a football player.
Okay. Did you play football in the Spartans?
No.
Oh, you didn't. So this will be your first try at football.
Yep.
Okay. Good luck to you, Randy. You keep up the good work at Longfellow School. And there we have it. This portion of our program, we have Assistant Superintendent Mr. Mel Rasmussen and Community Education Coordinator Ann Bashinsky to do the awards. Mr. Rasmussen, please.
I'd like to start off today with James Brassfield. Congratulations, James. There you go.
There you go, James.
Christopher Parks. Christopher, congratulations. Francie Atcho. Congratulations, Francie.
There you go.
Stephanie Tweedley. Congratulations. There you go. Jason Allen. Congratulations, Jason. Andrea Ward. Congratulations, Andrea. Richard Irvin. Congratulations, Richard.
There you go.
Joshua Urban. Congratulations, Joshua.
There you go. You're welcome.
Samuel Perez. Congratulations, Samuel. Aaron Gauthier. Congratulations, Aaron.
You're welcome.
Sandra Vickers. Congratulations, Sandra.
There you go.
John LaFave. Congratulations, John.
There you go. You're welcome.
Randy Howard. Congratulations, Randy. Leah Morris. Congratulations, Leah.
There you go, Leah.
Regina Calhoun. Congratulations, Regina.
There you go.
John Hormez. Congratulations, John.
There you go.
And we have one more shirt to award. We have to new baby granddaughter for Mr. Atwater. Congratulations to him and his daughter. And I'm not sure if it'll fit or not, but
It's probably a little big. Maybe it fit me.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
There are Hazel heroes all around. All you have to do is look at the ones we had today. You watch. Hazel heroes will be here. Thank you for watching.